This Sunday is the octave, the completion of the octave, the 8 days of Easter, and it's now known as Mercy Sunday. Actually, it was originally, many centuries ago, known as Mercy Sunday, and that's the reason why we have this gospel, which is read every year, in which Jesus Christ not only shows that his life is stronger than death, and his love and mercy is stronger than sins. Remember, this was the first time the apostles, who were all guilty of the sin of deserting him and abandoning him, are met by him. And what does he say to them? He extends to them forgiveness with that beautiful statement, "Peace be with you." And most importantly, and this is at the heart of the Catholic faith, he doesn't just simply say, well, tell the story about me. But he says, you shall be the instruments, and your successors the instruments by which my forgiveness, my mercy, God's mercy, my Father's mercy, will be given to all of you. Mercy Sunday has been reestablished by a man who is a saint, a canonized saint, John Paul II. John Paul, as many of you know, lived in Poland and was the Bishop of Krakow. He had known great suffering in his life. When he was 9 years of age, his mother died. When he was a little older, his wonderful brother, who was a doctor, died. And then, of course, when he was 20, his beloved father died. He had no one left. But by this time, he already had a strong, vibrant faith in the Lord Jesus Christ and in the church. And one of the things that influenced him was during this decade of the 1930s, there was a little nun named Faustina Kowalska who was receiving an extraordinary series of apparitions or appearances by the Lord Jesus Christ. And the Lord Jesus Christ revealed to her his heart, which was filled with divine mercy for the sins of man. Well, it was providential, as all things are in the plan of God. Because within a very short period of time, by the end of that decade, and for many decades to come, two radical evils would be thrown on Poland. And this Pope, this young man, this young priest, this Pope, bishop, would experience them. The first, of course, was Nazism. And the second was, of course, atheistic communism. Now, the interesting thing about both of those ideologies is this, and this is something that's true about human beings. No human being ever wills evil because it's evil. Even if he's willing something that he knows is evil, he has to buy into the lie that this evil is good. And so John Paul II, under the providence of God, declared, first of all, Faustina the first saint of the new millennium. And secondly, he declared that this Sunday, the Sunday of the octave of Easter, the second Sunday of the Easter season, would from now on be known as Divine Mercy Sunday. That's what we're celebrating today. John Paul wrote during his pontificate many beautiful encyclicals. But I think my own personal favorite is the second one that he wrote. It was called Dives in Misericordia, Richness in Mercy. That's what God is. That is who God is. God is, and this is describing him so beautifully, according to Pope John Paul II, God is a love, an unconditional, absolute love that is stronger than man's sins, and a love and a life that is stronger than death itself. We believe that Jesus Christ conquered sin on the cross, and we believe that he conquered death when 3 days after that supreme self-giving self-sacrifice on our behalf, he rose from the dead, and that evening came to the nucleus of the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, the apostles in the upper room, and extends mercy to them because they were sinners in need of his mercy, and then extended to them the power to receive this mercy through the sacraments that they would celebrate down through the ages. Particularly the two sacraments that we can receive quite frequently and are invited to receive quite frequently after we have been baptized into Christ: the sacrament of confession, the sacrament of the holy sacrifice of the Mass. And so today is a great feast indeed, because we celebrate the essence of the divine revelation, the perfect divine revelation that surpasses all others, that God is a mercy stronger than sin, stronger than death. And we are privileged to receive this mercy, every one of us, through the beautiful sacraments, the actions of Jesus Christ in his one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church.
I will come to you.